I usually say Bonnie's going to lead us in the pledge, so it'll have to be Amy tonight.
Could be.
Sure.
Oh, see, now Bonnie was, no, not.
She was like she's gonna have a freeze or something, or I don't know what.
I can
Doesn't
sing too
know
if you
the
want me
Pledge of
to.
Allegiance.
Which one of us has got to play Wayne Brady?
You.
Shape my head. Is he bald now? No.
Can you guys hear me?
Right now.
Yep.
So this is your, like you can like make it, you could double tap that and flash it out. These all have to be done. Yeah. So you know, like you, I took mine. I make it. You also.
Stand for the pledge. Amy's going to. United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Everybody had a chance to review the minutes from the March 12th meeting? Anybody requesting any changes, additions, deletions?
I have one, John, if you can hear me.
We can. Go ahead, Dan.
I think on the executive session, I think I initiated it and John Townsend seconded it, if I read that right.
I believe you're correct. Good catch.
That was the only catch that I noticed.
Any others? Amy has made a note of this, and she will get that to Bonnie. Is anybody just wondering why Amy's here? Anya decided to go on a much-deserved vacation. We hope she comes back. Not that we don't want to see you again, but Amy's still in. These are the clerk's minutes from the March 12th meeting. If you don't mind, I'd like to start the public comment off with a moment of silence for Sarah Evans Fry. She lost her battle with ALS on Monday. Longtime operator of Burkhardt Evans here in the town of Inlet. Moment of silence, please. Thank you, folks. She did tell me to get back to work before she left, so here I am. County's going to be glad to hear that too. Any other public comment? Yes.
Day off, we came up from Forest Point, but I wanted to see if maybe we could talk about what's been on my mind and some things that we can know this is Berkham too.
Oh, gotcha.
Is that okay?
Yeah, no, it's fine. You're obviously, this is Tina, works up at the transfer station, runs the transfer station. The big question on the board's minds, your minds right now is what we're doing with the scheduling and the timing up there.
Yeah, because I know it's gonna affect my life and
Mhm.
nobody has said anything to me, which.
I have to beg to differ. I have to beg to differ with that. I have said something to you a couple different times. I don't mean to get into it like that, but you've known this has been a discussion for a while. It's just about the fact that we were going to be changing. We just didn't know what we were going to be changing to. I know I've mentioned that to you at least 3 or 4 times.
In the last couple of months, but when you and I maybe would talked about this when we first did the 410s.
Mhm.
I thought that was done. It was done. Then you came in a couple of times in the past month or two and said, yeah, they were talking about. That's it. I didn't know you were, but I didn't know when the meeting was. I didn't know you guys had talked about it last month though. So,
Are they just changing uniform rates or, I mean, 5/8, or are they changing?
no, I don't know. What are you guys, I guess, talking about? I came up to find out, from what you're talking about.
You want to climb in on this?
Well, yes, yeah, what we've been talking about, is changing back to 5/8. Instead of being open 10 hours a day, we open 8 hours a day, 7 days a week for the summer, and then cut back in the winter to maybe, they haven't got winter figured out yet, but either 2 or 3 days closed and 8 hours a day. That gives us better utilization of manpower because we have a person there 5 days instead of 4. And then we can use the other person, so we don't have to have 2 people there all the time. We can use the other person for some of the others.
Can I speak?
This is my husband.
Yep.
Okay, sure. Go ahead.
All right. I've been a boss in the union. I'm retired. Actually, as of today, I'm officially retired.
Oh, congratulations.
I have overseen millions and millions of dollars worth of jobs.
Uh-huh.
There's one issue that I think should be brought up immediately.
Okay.
Absolutely 100% illegal for her or anybody to be at that dump by themselves. It is not legal. You are dealing with hazardous material, possibly wild animals, snakes, bears, heavy equipment. It's illegal to leave people there. by
I'm gonna go
themselves.
on record and say, and make the full statement,
Yeah.
it is not illegal, but you
Yes,
can
yes.
continue.
Yeah, you can continue with your statement. but
It is not illegal.
About that.
Yeah,
The county has full oversight over that of at least 3 or 4 transfer stations. And because of,
And none of them around here are single staffed.
at any point in time, they all are.
You have told me every time you come in, you pat me on the shoulder, and, keep up the good work. You are handling the hardest job in Hamilton County. Those are your words.
Not only that, this woman does double the work of most men. That's why your dump is so clean and so nice, because of her doing this.
Mhm.
And, she deserves to be heard. And
This is, I like the people, I like the job.
An
and I wanna
extra
continue
day
to do it.
is an extra day of
Right.
almost 100 miles a day travel.
Mhm.
We've gone through 3 cars since we've been here, driving back and forth on these treacherous roads. And it's not just this zone. She drives through 3 different zones maintained by 3 different road crews. Sometimes it's not maintained in Otter Lake at all down there in the morning early. It's treacherous. By our house, sometimes we get a lot more snow than you guys get. We get up in the morning and we got 2 feet. She gets up here and there's 6 inches.
Yep.
She has to be up here
I don't think I've
4
ever-
days a week. It saves
And
us a lot of wear and tear
I think I've
and
been
money.
late Maybe once, because I'm still trying to get up. here.
And she's got an hour, 2 hours every day just to come up here.
But that's all your choice of where
Sure.
you live.
Well,
I
you can
can't,
also
I can't make,
restaff the
yeah.
job with somebody local. Do you have somebody that you think's gonna do good? Maybe Patty will come back out of retirement.
Again, that unfortunately, is not the discussion at this point in time. If you want to talk about driving, I gotta drive over to the county seat because I wanted this job. I don't necessarily like driving over to the county seat, but that's part of the job. I have to drive through 3 different temperature zones on the way there too.
Yeah, but actually it's,
But it was my,
it's an hour driving. It's over like, it's a long ways.
A lot of
It's
gas,
47
wear and
miles
tear.
each way.
Same thing I gotta do driving to the county seat is all I'm trying to say. The
Yeah,
conversation,
You get paid for it too. I'm sure-
And she does too. I don't get paid to drive. I don't get paid to drive. I do not get paid to drive. I do not get gas. I get paid for the gas out of my own pocket. I do not take the gas out of the town bank.
He's probably better than mine.
We're talking about hours of operation at the plant and that's it at this point in time. And I'm terribly sorry.
Day now, so people in a 10-hour period, okay? People are coming there all times of the hour. So you're saying that it shouldn't be open till later, but
Up until we did this 10-hour thing, it was always 8 hours for the last 30 years.
Yeah, but it's also double staffed.
it was.
And there was also more work. And I am terribly sorry to state that, but we're not sorting the cardboard from other towns anymore. We are doing, and I'm sorry, right now we are doing less work up there.
There's still a lot. If any of you want to come and spend the day with me.
And she runs the place. Why does the stipend go to her?
Yeah. That's another story, but.
Yeah.
Well, the hour change isn't a personal attack on you.
I actually did give her a stipend for that.
I have to watch my wife come home and go, these people don't even care enough about me to even let me know what they're really talking about. And they're just gonna change my hours without.
Again, I have to disagree with that, and she's already made one,
Hard.
excuse me, sir, she's already made one misstatement tonight that she only heard from me 3 months ago. She heard me from last year, she heard me 2 years ago. 2 years ago, I told her that Sean and I were not in agreement with changing the hours. I was on her side for keeping them at the 10 hours coming out of COVID. The board has not been in full agreement on that, but the board has to look at the picture of what's going on at the transfer.
How are you doing this to try to save money or?
We don't get the county used to give us money.
Yeah.
Basically.
The county used to rent the facility and that's gone too.
But maybe just close a day a week. Save money. that
That's
way.
part of the conversation.
Yeah.
That's part of the conversation.
Really have to, maybe like I said, one of you has come, any of you, has
March,
invite you
missing her.
come and spend a day with me at the dump to see what's really done. Say that the bailing is not any longer there. That's true. But there's still a lot to do for one person. Pete, you have my back here? And then, I'm gone for a few days and I come back. And I think because maybe I'll put it nicely, maybe I'm younger, maybe I'm more athletic than Pete. So, he does as best he can, and I know he does, but still, when I come back, I have to get things together, and
To catch back up.
catch back up. And then there's still plenty of work to do. And it's just it's just me there doing that. And then Pete's alone when he's there. And you can say that the work has decreased, but in Hamilton County, every transfer station, every one of them has 2 or 3 people and they have way less work. They've never bailed. They're small, they're all smaller. They have less people, and I've asked, and I know this, we've gotten on the bikes and stopped at all the transfer stations
Yeah.
and made sure we knew this before I opened my mouth. So I'm running that place and then Pete's there on my days off.
I believe some of the other ones though also have scales and have other needs for other jobs that they have to, there's a reason that there might be 2 operators at the Indian Lake.
One of those people is actually a county employee, so the county is paying one of those
And
people.
the county
back
is,
in Blake.
the county is paying them.
Yeah.
So what I don't, so is this what this is for, to change the hours? Because here's the bottom line. Again, I love the people. That's why I am how I am with the people in Inlet. I like the job. Everything is okay. And Mr. Fry, I always thought that you pretty much had my back. You've been great, so thank you.
I still sit here saying 10 hours is the right thing, but others on the board do not agree with me, okay?
Yeah, I understand that.
I've told you that repeatedly.
And
Wow, long drive.
too. But in that 10 hours time, there's, especially in the summer, people come at, we get there at 8 o'clock in the morning and there's already cars. So they're wanting to come in. I try to leave at 7 and I'm closing the gate. That's why we went to 6:45 so that we could keep the people out because they're still coming in. So now you want what's done in a 10-hour period to be done in an 8-hour period. So now there's going to be more work. There's a lot of people that come in.
People
Come
will
and spend
adjust
the
the
day with
hours.
me.
They always have.
I think I also asked you to, and I know I was hoping Herb was gonna stop up and talk to you, but
Yeah,
I, Well,
I haven't been here all winter. so-
right, but I also,
Have also decreased in their work and not have lost any staff, by the way, like the highway department. And then you've got the grooming department who's got 3 guys now. I mean, and then I hear that there's nothing that, not a whole bunch to do. Sometimes there's a lot to do, sometimes there's, a lot, a little. But everybody has 2 or 3 people and their work has decreased also. So now my work is decreased, I'm gonna get new ones. So just
Well-
do it yourself.
Grooming will be down in the summer. The less people.
that's a shifted employee. But again, the focus on this is supposed to be on the transfer station.
Mhm.
I hope that the board has heard you loud and clear on the 10 hours. And here's the thing. It's as much as we would want to craft it just solely for you, for the travel to make it easier or whatever. Unfortunately, that can't be part of the conversation. Hours of operation, cost and service to the public are my main goals. If that fits in with your needs, more to the good.
I do feel though that I'm already saving the town money because I do the work of 2 people there.
But again, that's why I've supported you.
It's 2 people, Mr. Fry, and that all just went away for the past several years. And I was told by Sean Hansen it was because I could handle it. Well, okay, I can. Big girl, and I can handle it, and I do work like a man, but I'm gonna tell you something. When I go home on certain days and my back hurts and my feet, 'cause I'm on that cement all day long, okay? And the working conditions are different there than a lot of other places that all the town employees work, okay? It's kind of painful sometimes after the day. Pete, am I lying?
No.
Am I exaggerating?
No.
Okay, so he knows it too. Colin Budds knew it, and he was in his 20s when he was working there. His hips hurt him, knees hurt him, from walking on the cement all day long.
So,
So it's not just me. But the fact that I can handle it is good. I like that, But at the same time, why should I have to handle all of it? Why am I? So I am saving you guys money, doing a job of 2 people.
I hope the board has heard you.
John, tell her these are preliminary talks. I mean, that we haven't decided anything yet. They're
We
preliminary.
have not made any firm decision. I mean, it's been
Truth, because that's what I stand for. I want to know what's up. But I haven't. I hear you come in once in a while but you got to admit too, you come in and you're like, yep, hey, yep, you track, boom, you're out of there. And it's a joke that, what is he scared of me? Do I smell?
I believe I told you, I believe I repeatedly told you why I had to get back to my wife.
I had my first husband.
I know, but I said, I believe, so that's
how it is.
saying, I do take a little umbrage at saying that was a joke. So
I know. I was-
let's
husband was sick too, and I remember that.
let's move on.
Okay,
Um,
so, but
at this point in time, again, it's still open for discussion and the board hasn't heard this the way I've heard this in the past, and I'm glad they have now. So I thank you for coming tonight.
I want to say one more thing though, because we do gotta go. But you gotta remember too, that the 4 days, it's not only just for the travel. That is a huge thing because of the gas and like my car.
Yeah.
But after being there for my 4 days, I'm mentally exhausted also, by the way. A lot of people come in that place and they got questions. They want to talk, da, 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 da. Yeah, I can talk too, but a lot of times it's Pete,
yes.
a lot of mental there too. And you got lots going on, lots of complaints, lots of talk, lots of gossip. So after 4 days, I'm burnt out. And Pete is too, and Colin was, and Patty was, and you've heard it too. So it's nice to have 3 days to just chill, relax, do what I gotta do with my husband. Have a day maybe to go to the doctors, relax, and then come back. Guess what? I'm happy. And I do the job better because I am relaxed and I can do better at the job. That's why I can do it and handle it. And I'm just asking for the 410s because yeah, sure, it makes my life easier. Okay. But Sean Hansen fights for what he wants at his job. Chip has done it. Everybody, Mike, I'm not trying to ask any favor. I'm just trying to, have it a little relaxing so that I can come back and keep doing a good job.
I appreciate you coming in and telling the board your side. I do, especially on your birthday, sir.
I haven't given him his present yet, but that's all right. Later.
I would ask each board member to make an effort to come in and talk to you in person before any final decision is made.
Thank you.
Got you here. I talked with you. Yeah, but it kind of seemed like you didn't really know what was going on, John. It seemed a little like maybe you were confused or something.
Well, it was, what you were saying, thought that you were losing out on hours, and I was saying it wasn't losing out on hours.
Well, okay. And, me and Tim talked.
I've talked to you many times about it. I told you for a while this was probably gonna happen. I was upfront with you. I think, wasn't I? I said it could go to 8 hours again. I was on the budget, so.
And Herb, I never see you because I see you maybe twice a year and
Yep.
then,
David goes to the dump and then I'm gone all winter. I mean, this is it with the board. I'm done at the end of the year. I'm spending more time away from here. So, I mean, I thought about coming to find you today and I realized you're not there today. So it's, but I only got here yesterday, Monday night real late.
Normally, we cut off public comment a little quicker than this, but I wanted to give you plenty of time to air your thoughts. Okay, so, but we do have the other parts of the board meeting to get to.
Yeah, but
All right, cool.
I'm never here too often, so.
Thank you.
All right,
I don't get to.
it's okay. It is a matter of the record. Amy has made copious notes and it's part of the recording and it's being live streamed right now. So it's out there.
I'd like to continue, but I don't have to, right?
Yep.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Okay,
Thank you.
thank you.
Happy
Thank you.
birthday.
All right, guys, thank you. All right, guys. Have a good night, guys.
Good night.
Any other public comment? Gary, you look like you want to say something.
I came down to ask if I could plant wildflowers on the old dump site. I know they cut the trees off it because it grows into the fabric underneath. The roots grow into the fabric underneath, so they let them get pretty big. Wildflowers don't get that big, and just seem to be a beautiful wildflower habitat up there that's just sitting there doing nothing.
Because grass is fine there.
Right.
Would it be the same as a wildflower?
Same as,
Right.
we don't,
Yeah,
mow
it
it.
is.
We don't mow it, so.
Yeah, they get mad at us if we let anything grow.
As long as they accept it.
They're wild flowers. We didn't do anything. They just grew.
Well, you have to plant the seeds.
Oh, shh.
No. You're up there looking at the other seeds that are on the other plants. They're all ready.
But wouldn't wildflowers attract bees, which would be a great thing?
Bees and butterflies.
If you're asking permission from the town board to make sure the wildflowers are growing very well up there, we support you.
Okay, that sounds like. Thank you.
Is that a fair statement?
That's a good statement. If you
A fine statement.
checking on the wildflowers that are growing up there now.
And I thank you for wanting to do that.
Birds that are in my bluebird boxes.
I was nervous when you said old dump site because I wasn't sure if there was more than 15. Yeah, I know.
Is.
I know. Any other public comment? All right, hearing none. Moving on, do we have a highway report?
Oh, we do. All the garbage, you tell the tan, started, he hauled a lot of snow to downtown, there's quite a pile over in the corner. It's gone. It's all gone.
Melted.
Pet culverts, the heavy snow, melt, rain, pulled the sanders off, started to clean them up. Posted the town roads to vehicles over 6 tons to not go on them. Probably be getting a May when that changes. Assisted the county highway department with the replacement of culvert on Limekiln Road that was failing. Fixed some bad spots on Uncas Road. Back to sweeping downtown. He started that, took the plow off the 203 to get ready for hauling. And he wants to thank Cornell Local Roads for the work zone safety grant that they gave us. Gave us 2 vests, 2 hard hats, 2 whistles, 2 stop slow paddles, 6 super bright roll up signs that include 2 roadwork ahead, 1 lane ahead, 2 flagger symbols, and 6 sign stands, 20 traffic cones, 2 work zone pocket guides, and 2 flagger pocket guides. He's happy that they did that. It was a nice. Grant. Yes.
Okay,
That's about it.
transfer station.
Yeah, we're still on the same hours. It's May, first full week in May, it'll go to 7 days. There's been a lot of garbage and mixed recycling bin. It's brought to his attention by the county. Somebody also called me to say there was a lot of glass in recycling bin that's not supposed to be there. They're having problems sorting that out. And also a lot of soiled cardboard should not be in there. So I talked to Sean about it. Maybe we'd have to go to tables where people have to put their stuff on the table, and then the attendant would have to sort it. People can't deal with it, Just create a lot more work.
That was one of my fears with single stream, that, people throwing the stuff in that
Right.
one container on their own.
So county's not happy with our stuff at this point because there's too much glass, and I have looked in there myself. There is a lot of glass in there at times. Kyle's.
Signage
Is it recent? Because I know there's bigger signs up there.
Yeah, they've been there a while. Yeah. Kyle said he couldn't even notice. I talked to him about when he's dumping it out. You can just hear the glass. It's.
Yeah, well, you say single stream and then you tell them you can't put the glass in there. It's a oxymoron
Yeah.
statement.
But I guess it's a problem for them because it's bringing them a zero price or anything. Because
We can't be alone in that, though. The other sites have got to be having this.
I talked to when the county guy in Indian Lake called me. He said they actually unload the cars for people now.
So they had to switch to that because they were probably having that issue
Got
prior.
stuff in there. So we wanted to put the tables back is the only solution we could come up with, which would be a lot of work for the attendant. If they think they're working now, they're going to really work, and they got to sort all that out tables.
Maybe looking at 2 people in there then.
I don't know. Just an idea. I don't have an answer. I'm just telling you.
We're talking ourselves right in a circle.
There we are.
Sure are.
I'm quite glad she came in earlier tonight then. Okay, that's it. Not looking to make a decision tonight on the hours of operation.
Well, Sean's not here.
Nope.
And so he should have input into it.
And
I think that,
and quite honestly, this piece of information where we might have to put the tables in, I think adds to the discussion. Would you agree, Peter? So,
yeah, I mean, I think that changes some things.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. So I think at this point in time, we'll be looking to go back to our normal schedule on the 1st of May.
It changes the next meeting, perhaps.
Perhaps.
Well, we got to do something because we meet after the next time.
And if we need 2 attendants in there, that also may say we may be closed during the summer a day or 2 a week. If we're going to be switching the staff we have.
We may have to.
Just so the public is forward.
We may have to close more to make up that time.
Correct.
And we may always have to go back to an 8-hour day because of this extra sorting and stuff. I know that's going to bring more in quicker, but it limits the amount of time that we're open so that we can utilize that manpower other ways.
If you were to do 2 8-hour shifts 5 days a week, that would also allow for it to be open at lunchtime. There are pluses and minuses to all of this.
Yeah.
I think we have to be open 7 days a week in the summer. I mean, just the bear issues would just get out of control.
Well, then I've talked about being 2 half days. Just being open in 4 hours, 2 days.
Perhaps.
So that you give everybody the 7 day and then you still back off on the hours. I think we got a lot to talk about.
We got a lot to talk
and
about.
We can't really go into tonight, but that does add more work.
Yeah.
Into the fray.
Maybe if it was watched closer, it was people emptied. I don't know.
Well, if we're getting the complaints from the county as they're overseeing it, eventually the rates will start going up on the hauling.
Yeah.
They've got to be Put it out.
And I don't know what everybody else is doing, before they bring the stuff up there. But at the grocery store, I still separate everything and bring it up there separate. But most people, single stream, are all putting everything in one. And so therefore the bottles are going in with everything else, and then they just go up there and dump it in. So there is an education piece too.
Yep. All right,
So,
moving on. We'll wait for Sean to come back, and I think maybe we need to schedule a committee meeting and advertise the committee meeting.
I think that would be a very good idea.
That would be good.
I looked at that highway report, the culvert they put in the line culvert. It's a foot higher than the other culvert that was in there,
Uh-oh.
and it's backed up on people's property upstream. I mean, there's a pond above that culvert now, which wasn't there before. You know, and you have a new owner on the one side and the little place on the other side. They've got water up on their property that definitely wasn't there before. The stream used to just go down through as a stream, and now it's a pond.
It's a bigger culvert than it was
Yes,
before
they didn't
too.
put it down.
They didn't.
Far enough.
I don't know if they could, I don't,
I don't think they put in grade stakes before they buried it.
so it might have raised up as they were doing it.
Well, maybe, you know, of course, they put it in a different spot, you know, but put the new one in while the other one was still, and then remove the other ones. I think that's how it was missed. I don't know. I wasn't there, but I agree with Gary Lee. It is at a different water table. It's changed that watershed incredibly up there.
Well,
I mean,
you
you have
know,
more capacity for rain, heavy rains. Now you've already consumed it, standing water right now before we even get a heavy rain. So it's kind of
It
interesting
hasn't-
that he noticed that. I noticed the same thing.
it hasn't been paved yet. I'm not saying it wouldn't be a lot of work to take it out and put it back in deeper, but if that's what has to happen, that's what has to happen.
Yeah, somebody needs to be notified and look at that before.
It's 6 inches, because if you look at the downspout, there's a drop now to the creek from the culvert. Where
Oh, the water's pouring, you mean?
It would flow right straight
The
through.
water's pouring out of it, you mean?
Yeah.
Well, can I ask, Tim and Dan have operated equipment to meet with Sean and go over that?
Yeah.
When he gets back?
I'll do
Dan,
it
you
as soon
okay
as I
with
get
that?
back. Yep, absolutely.
Oh, yeah, and when you get back too, I keep forgetting you're not here, but you're here.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, it's, county should be notified, right?
Yes. Oh, well,
The county's
definitely.
the one that did it. It's a county
It's a
project.
county road, so
Right,
it's,
right.
it's their deal.
Yeah. All right. Thank you.
Well, it could be a complaint from above.
Well, and before it gets paved, it should be rectified.
There might be an easier way, John, if they put an accessory culvert in lower.
I defer to you guys that operate equipment and find answers to that, but to make sure that it's not
Right.
ponding, and quite honestly, it shouldn't be coming out elevated either. But anyways,
We'll look at it.
we'll look at it. Thank you, Gary.
Thank you, Gary.
Living 80K, Robin.
Couple of dates, you know, as you know, we started the senior food delivery program once a week, lunch delivery, and we've got about like 46 residents between Webb and Inlet. I did want to let you know, initially we started with $20,000 and we've gotten a couple of additional grants. One was $1,000 from the AmeriQ Foundation and $2,500 from the Adirondack Foundation Generous Act. So we'll, keep trying to fund that. We're going to keep the program going, hopefully for a complete year, see how it goes, and see if we can then keep finding funding for it, because I think it does have value. And we may be adding more people as summer people come back and want to take advantage of it as well. We also submitted a grant application to the Adirondack Foundation for what they call an implementation grant. Again, supporting the social safety network for our residents, and how that existing network interfaces with residents or lack thereof. If awarded, it's $150,000 at $50,000 per year for 3 years. We're looking to cover a region of Woodgate through Racket Lake. Because the timeline, we had to have it in by this past Monday, but actually we got it in Friday of last week. They anticipate to make awards known by the latter part of April. So if this is awarded, we're gonna create a volunteer steering committee made up of members of the various nonprofits, including IACTF, serving our region and, probably hiring a community resource navigator that works between the resources and the residents. So more to come on that if we're lucky enough to, receive funding. There's 4 awards throughout the park, and I hope we're one of them, because we are an organization and a group of organizations that represent the West Central Adirondack. Excellus Blue Cross Blue Shield sent us a grant to continue to support our direct nutrition assistance program that is through the farmers market, which does benefit families within like the Inlet Community Church community. Again, we don't choose who receives those benefits. We depend on food pantries, the Sharp Senior Program, and the churches and the school to find people who are challenged with affording possibly, great produce through the market, and those vouchers are given to them to use. And we I donated nearly $7,000 last summer over 17 weeks through that program. And then we continue to host a monthly discussion among the volunteer ambulance corps, which does include STAR, Old Forge, Inlet, Indian Lake, Racket Lake, and we hope to include Blue Mountain Lake. We coordinate opportunities for the group to meet at our office monthly. It's usually the last Tuesday of the month. And we've hosted Assemblyman Smolin to come up and listen to the challenges of sustainable funding and the Medicare and Medicaid reimbursement challenges. And we're scheduling a future meeting with Senator Walczyk's office to again meet with this group, again to talk about their concerns. So I think it's beneficial, and the fact that we reached a little bit further north, Indian Lake was very excited to be a part of it, and they said, we'd like to invite Blue Mountain in as well. So
Very good.
Keep you posted on that.
Thank you. Fern Park Master Plan?
Yeah, Owen Littlefield, the surveyor, he said he'd probably get the field work done, this month, but he would not get the map before our next meeting, which is April 22nd. It would come after that, so he have that.
So even if it snows when he's here, he can still do it?
He didn't say
I am
anything.
too, yeah.
But he wanted the completed map till after vacations, and that won't be.
Gotcha.
He thought he'd have the field work. He's working.
Okay. That it for Park Master? Communications. And Denny, I don't know if you have anything to add on the communications.
Other than I got some proposals back a while ago from JPJ about the purchasing equipment. They were just sharing progress with me. I have not spoken to Tim about when he, hopes to, start resume work.
Gotcha.
And I'm assuming JPJ won't do anything for Herkimer until they have all the equipment, at least, either shipped or shipping. Fortunately, it was coming from Canada, and it already, they had preemptively raised their prices, anticipating that
Things were happening.
things were happening, which is bizarre that the company would do that. But it wouldn't ship anyway until this had already happened. So
Gotcha. So
and everything went up. It's a lot of metal and steel and aluminum that all went up, no matter where you were purchasing it from, even stateside. But it does happen to be a Canadian company.
So we're still on a wait and see.
Yep, wait and see, and then we're really waiting for road. The determination when the road can be used safely without doing any damage.
Yep, as are the landowners' wishes. Very good. But the cell is operating fine. T-Mobile, AT&T, and Verizon in town. Verizon not so much in town, but the others.
T-Mobile seems to be doing really well and extremely well performing to speed wise.
Perfect. All right. The public hearing remains open on our 5-year update to the Inlet Comprehensive Master Plan. Adele, have you received any requests for questions, new information, updates?
Other than, John Quill did say he was gonna work on something for some field.
Okay.
trials and stuff like that.
And anybody in attendance here wishing to make a statement on the master plan? The public hearing remains open. It's been the board's wishes to keep that open until May or possibly June, just to make sure everybody has had a chance. We don't enter into these things lightly, especially when it's a 5-year plan. All right, remains open. Planning board updates?
Nothing specific. I mean, we're still working on signs. What was the other thing we were gonna work on? Oh, the our planned district zone, we're gonna like work on that. But the one thing for planning board that I wanted to mention is the Adirondack Planning Forum is May 7th and 8th, Saranac Lake. I would like to make the reservations on Tuesday, the 19th. So if anyone would like to go, please let me know before the end of the day on Monday, so that I can reserve you a spot.
And it's just for the planning board.
No, this is the APA.
Oh, this is what replaced the local government days? Okay, gotcha.
So it's open to town board members.
You usually like to go to that, don't you,
I have
Tim?
gone to it. I don't know if I will this year.
I just sent you, during this meeting earlier, the agenda, the proposed agenda.
What's the date of it?
7th and 8th
Oh,
of May. It's a lot different time than it is.
I don't think I'm gonna be able.
Fridays, so,
It is Community Pride Day.
yeah, the second.
We don't have to be, nothing starts
Right.
till 5
Right,
in Saranac Lake, so
yeah, you can,
we can still clean up,
yeah, you could
eat
do it.
lunch and then,
Cruise.
Looking for everybody to wear their t-shirts when they get there.
yeah.
All right, great. Let Adele know if you want to go to that.
Thank
I hope somebody from the board can. I don't think I can make it this year.
We'll see. Maybe.
All right, the Parks Building Codes Assessors information are attached, not the Youth Commission yet. Although I'll make my appeal. If anybody knows anybody that wants to be a lifeguard, please contact either Parks Information or my office or the clerk to just funnel in anybody that wants to be, and then they'll point them in the right direction. I'm not trying to say that Mike or Adele are going to be in charge of the lifeguards, but they'll find Mary if she's still willing to do it. Fair enough.
Sure.
Okay. Do you know anybody that wants to be a lifeguard? Anything from Parks you want to point out?
I got some, John.
Okay, Dan, you got something for Parks?
Yeah, Mike and I, was Mike there or no?
Yeah,
I didn't see
he's
him.
just he's not on camera. You want him to come up on stage?
No, I'll let him speak. We
It's
just
an
spoke
NPC?
about utilizing some space, that's all. So I'm glad he's there.
Okay,
Go ahead, Mike, you can speak.
So I was talking with Dan and we're thinking, if possible, maybe digging out underneath the overhang of the Youth Commission and utilizing that as a parking space for either Parks Department or the Police Department. Maybe building a small shed roof over it, maybe enclosing it down the road. I'm not 100% there. But we would need some help with someone that knows stuff about engineering and some equipment operators.
and I'm not quite sure how far deep those back sonotubes go down.
I was told by you or John?
You said Todd told you.
Todd. Todd said they went down 6 feet.
They're all even depth or just to where the terrain is down 6 feet
They're down 6 feet of the terrain.
due to terrain, because if you're trying to dig back in, you're gonna have to
Right.
re-pour.
Depending on what we want to utilize the parking space for, we might not dig back that far. If it's going to be for the police side by side or whatever, we have to go in a couple feet to make it work.
Did you get that idea from me parking at an angle in there every summer when you've seen my van in there?
I mean, the side by side can park at an angle too, but it'd be nice especially for the winter time, we have more vehicles and less space, and all the vehicles are bigger now and they don't fit in the garages. So kind of,
Sounds like a good idea.
Crossing under the sonotube would be the only question, about the different cover.
Well, I think that's why engineering is gonna have to come into play on the how far back in you dig out.
right, so I don't, something to look into.
Mhm. Okay. Anything else?
Yeah, New York State came out with a grant opportunity for parks. And I was wondering if you guys would be interested in applying for something.
What for?
I have a few ideas for Arrowhead, a new pavilion, portable band shell, and I was thinking of expanding maybe our walkways a little bit. So it can be up to $1 million. It all has to be paid up front, and it's a 90% reimbursement.
Pickleball courts?
Not in Arrowhead Park.
No, I know, but does it specifically have to be for Arrowhead Park?
No,
Just, just putting it out there because next month we'll be getting questions on that.
correct. But we're not there with our Fern Park master plan to go ahead and start making decisions. Like,
Not even close.
Gotcha. And I'm guessing there's a timeline on this anyways.
it is May 6th, I think.
Something like that,
Yeah.
early May.
So,
I think anytime we can utilize grant money and if it's 90%, that makes it very attractive.
It does make it attractive.
so what would be your comfort range? Like 100,000? Could you front 100,000 if you had to?
Oh, if we're going for the full million is what you're asking?
No. I'm saying,
Well, I'm thinking of 10% at the end there.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of going for up to 1,000.
Well,
Billion for 100.
I was gonna say, if,
Pavilion?
Go big.
Yeah.
Go big, go big or go home.
You do a pavilion for 15 grand, have it delivered.
Really?
The,
band shells,
a smaller one is about $20,000. So, yeah, we can go big, but I mean, do we want to get something we can actually use and get?
well, here's my thoughts, unfortunately. Anytime we've gone for a grant, even the last time we did it with the LWRP grant in there, we did not expend the full amount of the grant, but we got done what we wanted to get done. With the tower project here, because of the federal regulations, we are not going to be able to expend the full amount of that grant, but thank goodness we're able to spend what we could. If you were to go for 200 or 250 and we had to say we had 25, that would be the upper limit in my head.
Yeah.
Not realizing that we probably would be spending the full 25, but it would be nice to have that latitude should it happen. It would be nice at some point in time for one of these grants to be fully utilized.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the number I had in my head was 250.
That scares me.
100. I think 100 is doable.
No, well, and I don't want to handcuff you because as Denny just said, you don't know what tomorrow's going to bring with prices. So, and we found that with other things on the tower, quite frankly, when we tried to buy a brand new shelter.
Fair enough. No, I mean, I can spend the money. I just want to know what you're comfortable with.
Do you have the money to cover all expenses up front?
I'll find it. Yeah, I'll find, again, not realize, this isn't going to happen within 1 year if we get the grant. That grant, is there a time period on how long it can be spent? That would be nice to know, but if,
A few years.
as long as it doesn't have to be spent within 9 months, yes, we could spend it, we could do that over 2 years,
Yeah.
2 or 3.
2 budget years.
Yeah, you'll be able to.
I'm assuming, again, I didn't read the whole grant, but I'm assuming it's a year
Yeah.
from time it's been awarded.
I mean, he just won't get a new lawnmower for 5 years. Better put it in the grant. No, but quite honestly, good luck because that's a 90% grant's a nice thing to hear about.
Yeah, it is.
Also suggested that you call the regional rep and discuss the project with them first to make sure that, that.
The good thing with Arrowhead is we have the map of a master plan.
Yep.
I have done all the legwork there. So it's already written down what we want to happen. So we can utilize that for this grant, unlike Fern Park.
Right.
Where we're just.
Yeah, you're just gonna make a list and hand it to them and the guy's gonna say, where's your plan?
And-
say,
Well, we have a pavilion on the map. We have a portable band shell on the map. We have expanded walkways on the map. So
And we have a couple of walkways that haven't been finished. There's one that cuts through the picnic area that goes up to the ball field that has never been. And you got one that's eroding a little bit out towards the lake a little bit. Ongoing issue. And could part of what you want to do at the youth commission building be in that?
I don't know, but
I'm just saying if we're going to utilize the 250, that might not be a bad fit. I don't know.
well, I was gonna hook into all the townhouse walkways as well.
Very good.
More accessible.
Okay. Very good. Anything from the information office you wanted to point out tonight?
Just a couple things in my report. I had a number wrong. I had to send out a correction correct number for the preseason permits. I put the total number of permits instead of just the preseason, so that preseason number should be 1124, not 2234.
Darn.
I know, right? So that, and then the other thing, like Mike said, he mentioned a portable band shell. We do not have access to Town of Webb's portable band shell for Blacklight Challenge this year. This year, Blacklight Challenge and Father's Day fall on the same weekend because we only need the band shell when the event lands in Inlet. The last time we had this conflict was 2003. So,
Really?
it was totally unexpected. So, so we're
Are they rentable anywhere?
so I found one, for rent. Some guy will bring one here for $3,500.
Where's it coming from?
I forget. I don't remember. It was a while ago.
$3 extra per racer.
And that was a deal. He said normally he'd do 800, but I talked with him and he said he would do it for 35. So.
What's the race committee think of that?
So we have a meeting on the 19th. 18th, 19th, Friday. So
Highway
we'll be
couldn't
talking
call
about
it?
that.
We couldn't send highway to haul it or something and save some money?
Do what?
We couldn't send highway to haul it or something and save some money?
No, it's their equipment.
Okay.
Yeah, he's gonna.
Yeah, you're not gonna want to take that liability on.
And do we need a portable stage? It would be nice to have.
It is nice,
They
though.
definitely need something with cover, just in case. So if we can't rent a portable stage, we have to find some kind of platform covered that we can get electric to, so that.
Again, from the whole liability issue, I'd rather have you rent one. And if we need to help with a third of that expense, maybe I can make that offer.
Blacklight pay the rest?
What's that?
Well,
Blacklight
somebody's
would make
got to,
the rest.
yeah.
Yeah. Help offset it? Okay.
Yeah.
If that makes it easier for the committee to do that. Again, from the whole liability standpoint, I just, after watching many concerts where wind blows through online, where things, I'd much rather have something that's structured.
Cool, thank you.
All right. I keep seeing Cliff walking back and forth. Cliff, do you have anything from the police department you'd like to mention? I parked illegally out back again? Trails, I don't have anything down here for trails at this point. He's not back under your wing yet, is he?
Chip sent me.
Oh, Chip sent you.
He just said, it's finally over. And then we took down snow fence, all the signs painted and drags serviced and painted the old groomer. Working on Parks tracks on their side-by-side, then going to start on our side-by-side after he gets back from vacation.
So when he said it was finally over, was that before the snow last night or?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was.
The snow that's coming tomorrow.
Anyways, all right, thank you.
You get Patrick back say the 20th, because they're both going on vacation Friday.
Okay. Very good. Did Bonnie give you anything to make a town clerk report on, or now's your chance?
I can make up something, but no, she didn't.
I actually don't have anything to report. I left the recreational easement on there because I still want to address that in the future. So looking at expansion of that and maybe offering different rates for, people allowing fuller use on their property. Because we've got a few people that are just limited to snowmobile or whatnot, but I have nothing for executive session. That brings us to public comment. Again, anybody from the public have anything? Any board member have anything they want to bring up?
911 numbering, where were you with that? Do you have any idea, Amy?
Boy, looked right past them, didn't you?
I talked to John.
Oh, all right. I thought you turned that over.
Well, calls me and says, "Are we doing this?"
Yes, okay, good,
So, but the other John is on vacation, so.
yes.
They fixed a few problems and we're just working on trying to get the letters together so we sign them out.
Okay,
So
Maybe before summer?
just,
we hope to do it in January, last January.
I'm aware, and then, and
Before summer?
the last I knew
So, but we
that.
did run into some problems, coordinating with state files and all this other stuff, but hopefully that's all been cleared up, so.
And Amy, I didn't mean to skip right over you. Did you have anything or did John give you anything to report out on?
My roll's ready to go. I'll either mail it tomorrow or I will have Bonnie take it Monday, whichever her preference is. And, we're at the 88.5 for our weight.
Mhm.
And the state's happy with that right now.
Yeah, I had to talk to her for a few minutes, but we're fine.
Very good. All right. I've got nothing for executive session. Motion to pay highway.
I'll make that move.
No, sir.
Discussion. Hearing none. All in favor?
Aye,
Aye.
Okay. Motion to pay general
offered.
and sewer.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
So carried. Folks, our next meeting is on the 14th of May, 6:30. We'll be doing bills, 7:30 for the meeting. There may be a committee meeting hopefully before then to discuss if you're in town or
I will-
Zoom available or
I'm Zoom available until May 1st. I'll be in town starting May 1st.
okay.
I got stuff going on in May, so I'm gonna be around all of May.
All right.
So anytime once we get to May, I'm good. But if you want to try to do something the next 2 weeks, I'll have to be Zoom available. But I don't know when Sean comes back. I don't know when,
Sean will be back in 2 weeks.
in 2 weeks. So then we're already almost to
We're in
May.
May,
Yeah, we're looking in May, after the first weekend in May.
Yep.
All right. There'll be something posted online for that. Motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Okay, and all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.